And joining me in the studio is Russ Seybold from the Conway Scenic Railroad. Russ, how are you?
I'm great.
Well, good.
We're both great.
We're both great. That's right. And so we're talking about the trains, and of course, me being a train buff, it's always fun to talk about the trains and to live in an area where I hear the trains. Of course, the last few weeks, at night you hear the Polar Express,
right,
and it's going, it's heading north to the North Pole, and what a great thing. And then hearing it during the day and seeing the train, so it's always a great thing. So,
well then,
welcome.
Thank you very much. And on this particular weekend, and we're going to wrap it up today and tonight, the Polar Express is being pulled by our steam locomotive 7470, which makes it all the much richer, I think, because you can, when I'm at the station, because I stay at the station and organize the folks for the next trip, I can hear, the whistle, and it just kind of goes all through the valley.
Oh, it is.
And
I was listening to that last night, and
yeah,
it echoes through, and
right,
it's just a great thing to see and a great thing to hear.
Right.
And of course, all the trains that you have now. So let's before we jump into that,
sure,
because we could be here for hours actually talking about trains. You'll be bored of us. Let's talk about what's going on today. You've got some trains going on running today. Right.
We do the Santa trains, which are Santa's Holiday Express, which we do on the weekends, beginning right after Thanksgiving, and we run those during the day. And then typically, then we run the Polar Express on almost those same nights.
Yep.
In the nighttime. And so today, as an example, we have a train at 11 o'clock, and we have a train at 12 o'clock, and those will be our Santa Express.
And Santa Claus is on the train.
Santa's on the train, and he talks to all the kids, and he has a little treat for them. And we also have elves on the train, and they are giving out fresh chocolate chip cookies from a local, can I give them a plug?
Of course you can.
Chef's Market, making some wonderful chocolate chip cookies, and hot cocoa. And that has gone over very, very well. And of course, we do a lot of photographs on the train. People just love to have their photograph taken on the train with the elves or with Santa, that type of thing.
Right.
So having a lot of fun with that.
Now usually this is the end of the train season for you, but you're going to be open running trains from Christmas to New Year's.
Christmas to New Year's, all during that week between Christmas and New Year's, we're going to run 2 trains a day, 11:30 to Bartlett and our 1 o'clock train to Conway. And then we have one more event after that. January the 2nd, we'll do Steam in the Snow, which has been very popular.
Went to that.
And that is steam engine 7470 is featured. And we go all the way to Notchland, and we do a lot of photo run-bys and things like that. And we have a lot of people who chase the train. They just love to
One of the few times you're allowed to chase a train.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it's one of those great things, as I said, always being able to see the trains out and about. And then, of course, in the summer, it's never too late to start thinking about the summer and thinking about that you want to come back and ride the trains in the summer, because you got oodles of trains running in the summer.
We have a lot of trains running in the summer, and Thomas will be back in July. So that's a big feature for us.
Yeah.
2 weekends in July, and we're going to start to take reservations probably in a couple weeks for that. People have already been calling and want to make reservations for that. And folks who live around town and haven't been down to the station, I would just point out that if you like to see train equipment, we've got new equipment there. It's new to us. We got 2 new engines this year.
They're beautiful.
We exchanged those with Pan Am Railways, and those are the 2 yellow diesel locomotives that are sitting in the yard right now. And the reason we got those and traded those for the 2 engines we called the Sisters, the A-cabs, was because we were looking for engines that had dynamic brakes, because that's important to us for coming down the mountain.
Exactly.
When we go to Crawford Notch, we come down the mountain. It's like any of you that have gone to Pikes Peak and you decided to use your brakes all the way down, 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 instead of gearing down a little bit, and you burned out the brakes. So instead of using the mechanical brakes on the train, we use what's called a dynamic brake, and it's really it's reversing the engine, the motors that are on the engines, and making them actually produce electricity, and then there's a heat grid that dissipates that energy. Wow. And so that's how it slows down the train. So the engineer is really controlling the train, right from his cab, which he always does, but I mean, he's doing it with the motors in reverse. So
see, that's you know, there's so much about trains, of course, that to me are so fascinating. And what's great is for anybody, and really any time of year, is you can go down, you can look at the trains, and of course, if you guys are there, you can answer questions. You can go into the fabulous train station, which is just you know, you can spend a day just hanging out in the train station. So there's so many opportunities. And one of the things that I always kind of hint at, sometimes people will come, they're going shopping in North Conway. Maybe perhaps one of the couple doesn't want to go shopping.
Right.
You know, go hang out at the train station. Maybe if the trains are running, take a ride on the trains. Very easy to do while the rest of the family or certain people are doing shopping or whatever. I'm not trying to, you know, dissuade you from going shopping, but I'm just letting you know there's a great opportunity right in North Conway.
We have a lot of people who will come up, dad and son, come up and ride the train or walk around the yard and look at the trains. And mom and daughter are down someplace like, you know, in the village or down at Settlers Green, shopping for, you know, whatever. They love to do that, and the guys love to look at the big stuff, you know.
Oh, as we do.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, guilty as charged. Yeah. Well, Russ, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much.
So definitely 2 trains today that people can enjoy.
Right.
And then during Christmas week, a whole bunch of trains.
During Christmas week, yeah.
So that'll be nice. It'll be nice to hear them. Right. We're knocking on wood for snow, because seeing those trains in the snow is even more fabulouser.
It is.
And then January 2nd for the Steam Day.
Right. Right. And,
awesome.
And don't forget, we have a new dining car that will be in service in the summertime again, the Hattie Evans, operating on the Knots train. A lot of people asked us for a dining car on the Knots train, and we've built it right here in North Conway with a lot of local help, a lot of vendors that were here in the valley.
Oh, cool.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Got to ride it.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Russ.
Thank you, Rob.
And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.